is the day after the Cybertruck has officially started its path towards dominance. Yes, yesterday we got the first deliveries of the Cybertruck and many more to come over the following years. Analysts today are coming out with their opinions and commentary on the Cybertruck. We're going to get into that here in this video, and it's very exciting. Not to mention Fed Jerome Powell that just confirmed this market rally. We have a lot to get into in a short amount of time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I want to say congratulations to everyone in the trading community that hit the puts on Marvel earnings last night, as well as the calls on UiPath, which is up about 26% today. Let's go ahead and get into it. Concord has released a new Tesla note. Quote, if you don't like the Cybertruck, go find a Rivian. In obvious reference to Elon yesterday, telling advertisers that are boycotting X to go F themselves. Quite a twist on words there. Pretty interesting. They say, quote, the music, the vehicle, the event felt like Mad Max meets Blade Runner tinged with Cyberpunk 2077. Overall, we came away still convinced that this vehicle will change the streets, excite some, repulse others. As far as speculation about Cybertruck will mirror tech failures like the Microsoft Zune, Apple Newton, or Google Glasses, nah. Think again. We think this car will sell, particularly relative to our estimates of 200,000 units in 2025 and 500,000 units in 2027. Price target stays the same at $267 per share. Dan Ives writes, launching Cybertruck is important for the broader Tesla growth story over the coming years and also will prove to the doubters that Musk can successfully expand the Tesla halo effect. Historical moment today for Tesla in Austin, all about production now into 2024.
It's a unique vehicle, right? So obviously, I think people are going to love it or they're not. I'm looking at it as a suburban dad thinking, where's the dog go? Where's the bicycle go? Where do the kids go? Well, the kids come third. Sure. You notice that. And I just wonder what that market really is, absent those 2 million reservations, which to your own point, are not all going to convert.
Sure. I think, and Gene's talked about this as well, I think it's really about the halo effect. I think what's important here for Tesla, it's not just about the units, it's about them creating another category. And I think what you're seeing, even in Detroit with GM, Ford, really paring back a little of their EV strategy, Tesla is ultimately doubling down. And I think when you look at Cybertruck, they're going to create the category. I do think over time, as Gene talks about, prices do come down. But when, in terms of moving the needle, you start to add 250,000 units, 350,000 with some other models that come on. This does, in my opinion, is the next phase of the Tesla growth story.
Sure. We have not seen many price target changes yet. Besides Dan Ives today, he came out and reiterated his $310 price target on Tesla with his buy rating. Elon Musk says massive congrats to the incredible Tesla team from design through manufacturing and for making the Cybertruck real. I love you. Jim Farley responds, he is the CEO of Ford, says congrats Elon Musk and the Tesla team. Elon Musk responds and says, thanks, Jim. And a lot of people are commending Ford CEO for congratulating Tesla, a competitor. I think it's quite respectful. I mean, that's what you ultimately want to see. That's, I would say, a good CEO rather than a bad CEO to congratulate your competition. We're all in the same game here. Cybertruck has a range extender that gives the truck over 470 miles of range. This is something that I think a lot of people are somewhat disappointed about, that did not meet everyone's expectations of this 500-mile truck. It's the range being in between 300 and 440 miles, depending on what variant you're looking at. Didn't quite meet everyone's expectations, but I think this was the realistic expectation the whole time. But if you want 470 miles of range, there is a range extender that can accommodate you. Here is a photo of a matte black Cybertruck. Holy moly, I think I'm in love. Here are some images of the camper accessory for the Cybertruck. Literally just goes in the bed of the Cybertruck, turns into a little camper. Kinda cool. Here is a light bar accessory for the Cybertruck as well. I would imagine this one's going to be quite the seller with a lot of truck enthusiasts. They already have these on their trucks today. It's probably going to be a big seller. And here are some images of a crashed Cybertruck. Seems like, I don't know exactly what kind of crash it was, but the truck holds up pretty well from what I can see. Tesla confirmed that they will also be launching self-healing color wraps for the Cybertruck. And the Tesla team did go with a 240-volt outlet as well as two 120-volt outlets in the bed of the Cybertruck. Pretty standard for new trucks today, but this does allow you to charge another Tesla vehicle from your Cybertruck. Tesla has released a 1:18 scale Cybertruck diecast for $225. Starting November 30th, Tesla is offering Cybertruck reservation holders the opportunity to buy a new Model 3, Model Y, S, or X and get $1,000 off of their new order. Volvo's upcoming flagship EV, the 2025 EX90, will start at $77,990. It will have a 111 kilowatt-hour battery, 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds, and 300 miles of range. Tesla says the Cybertruck can power your home, EV, tools, and more. Tesla vehicles equipped with PowerShare technology have onboard electronics that unlock your battery's ability to provide power whenever you need it, wherever you are, whether you need to power a construction site, pregame tailgate, another electric vehicle, or even your home during an outage. Your Tesla vehicle with PowerShare has you covered. Home backup max continuous real power is 11.5 kilowatts, and outlets max continuous real power is 9.6 kilowatts. Here are different truck lengths just for comparison with the Cybertruck. The Chevy Silverado EV is the longest at 233 inches, the Ford F-150 Lightning at 231.7 inches, the Cybertruck at 223.7 inches, the Rivian R1T at 217.1 inches. So the Cybertruck is longer than the Rivian R1T. Tesla has released a stealth black cyber whistle for $60 US. Drew Baglino, SVP of Powertrain and Energy at Tesla, writes, Megapack going gigascale. Once complete, the hub will deliver 1.6 gigawatt hours of energy storage with potential to expand. The Pioneer investment forms part of our strategy to invest an initial $1 billion towards building 4.5 gigawatts of new power through renewable energy and storage projects to accelerate the energy transition. Cybertruck does have a warranty of 8 years or 150,000 miles for battery and drive unit. The Model Y warranty, for comparison, is 8 years and 120,000 miles for battery and the drive unit. Fisker said on Friday it will scale down production this month and produce fewer cars this year than its previous guidance to prioritize cash for working capital needs. Here is a graph from Factiva of the Cybertruck media coverage by month. These are the amount of articles. October had almost 1,400 and November at about 1,072. I'm sure December is going to trump all of these. GM's top finance executive, Paul Jacobson, acknowledged earlier this week that the company's current EV lineup is operating at a financial loss. He said he remains optimistic that the tide will turn by the second half of next year. So GM does not provide us an actual amount of dollars they lose per EV they sell. They don't break that category down, but they just did here, essentially saying they are still losing money for every EV they are selling, which we kind of already knew that. And now, given their paring back investments for their EV business, it looks like Tesla has even less competition. Both the Cybertruck all-wheel drive and Cyber Beast, the tri-motor, have 123 kilowatt-hour batteries. The range extender is a 50 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Cybertruck can charge up to speeds of 250 kilowatt hours on a V4 supercharger. It can charge from 15 to 85% in as little as 18 minutes. Lars on X, he works at Tesla, just said on the Cybertruck ramp, we just revamped the new Model 3 and that was a couple of weeks to ramp. I think we're a little better and we've learned from our production hell days. He's basically saying the Cybertruck ramp it's probably going to go smoother than they were previously hoping for. Morgan Stanley thinks Tesla will deliver 30,000 Cybertrucks in 2024 and 78,000 Cybertrucks in 2025. That is way lower than my estimates. They say our ATP assumption starts at 90,000 and falls to 84,000 by 2025. We expect Cybertruck will be supplemented by a range of Rivian-looking pickups and SUVs in the later part of the decade with a design language more consistent with prevailing Teslas. Tesla's Google Trends data, as expected, is really starting to ramp up for the Model Y and the Cybertruck for whatever reason. The Model 3 is staying roughly the same. I expect when this data actually fully aggregates, it's probably going to take about a week, but you're going to see all of Tesla's models, the entire Tesla lineup at 100. It's going to go pretty dang vertical. Tesla's global inventory numbers sing a little bit of a decline for the Model Y. The Model X is ticking upwards a little bit. The Model S is falling, and the Model 3 is going up just a little bit as well. The percentage of stocks above their 50-day moving average today is jumping to almost 73%. For comparison, the highest point we hit was about 77.5% back in July. So you're really seeing a rally today. Tesla continues to advertise about 300 different ads globally through Google. Tesla has seen 793 orders today from hedge funds and institutions. These are option trades totaling $221.58 million with a positive order value of 61%. If you're taking a look at the volume as well, this would be including retail investors. Volume today is 53.26% to the call side and 46.74% to the put side. The short position in Tesla currently sits at about $21.64 billion. Tesla remains by far the most heavily shorted stock in our markets, and I think that's going to be a big problem for a lot of these shorts that have taken on short positions. Now, we'll discuss what I expect from Tesla over the next coming weeks here in the next video coming out later tonight around 8:30 or 9 p.m. You definitely do not want to miss that. 10-year Treasury yields are basically plummeting today, down about 12 basis points to 4.23%. You might be wondering why. Well, Fed Chair Powell calls talk of cutting rates premature and says more hikes could happen. But there's a catch. Quote, it would be premature to conclude with confidence that we have achieved a sufficiently restrictive stance or to speculate on when policy might ease, Powell said in a speech. However, the remarks gave some credence to the idea that the Fed is at least done hiking as the string of rate hikes since March 2022 have cut into economic activity. Powell noted that inflation is moving in the right direction. Markets largely took Powell's comments as dovish, with stocks up and Treasury yields down sharply. TLT is up 1.58%. Oil is down 1.16% today. The dollar is down about 0.1%. Let's actually go ahead and refresh that, make sure we're looking at the most accurate numbers. See, the dollar is down about 1/3% today. That is great news, but a real head scratcher here is gold. Gold is up 1.61% today. That makes no sense. You're higher now than you were back in March when banks were literally failing. Gold is seen as a safety asset, as a fear asset. Gold tends to do well when things go bad, right? Or at least before things go bad. So why is gold rallying like this? I really don't know. If you guys have a theory, let me know down below in the comment section. But I think this is one of the most bearish things we're currently seeing happening in our marketplace. Tesla stock today is down about 0.8%. This is that typical buy the rumor, sell the news event for Tesla. Other stocks see this phenomenon as well. Even if you get great news, the stock can still fall. The stock in question, that is, whether it's Tesla or Apple or Microsoft or any other stock, Nvidia, after good events, because that's just how the markets operate, right? You buy the rumor, you sell the news. I do think overall, the Cybertruck is insanely bullish for Tesla stock. And I think you'll start to notice that over the coming weeks. Now, we'll break this down more in the next video, but long story short, that's what I'm expecting. I think this is a very positive thing for Tesla stock. And as you can see today, Tesla hit a low of about $231 per share. You're back up to $238 per share. You're off the high today of about $240 per share. We'll see if Tesla can actually close out the day positive, but there's a good chance that that actually happens. If you look at the RSI, that is at 53.54, so you're basically right at neutral, which suggests to me the stock could rally to the upside from here. You're far from being on the overbought side. The MACD as well is in positive territory. This looks really good. The MACD line itself is at 3.26. The signal line is at 1.61. So that definitely suggests maybe some more upside could be coming. The big level we want to close above is $240 per share. On top of that, around $255 per share. If you get above that, you get above your longer term downtrending line of resistance, and then you're set up for a rally into the 300s. Again, we'll talk about that more in the next video. That is going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. What do you think about Tesla stock and the reaction today? Again, big congratulations to everyone in the trading community that smashed it out the park yet again. If you guys would like to come trade with us, come join that. Link down below in the description of this video. In the meantime, if you made it to the end of this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Tyler. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. But until then, have a great day.